Reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour, these jet boats glide across the Peace River, avoiding obstacles and sometimes low waters while maneuvering tight corners. These racing teams, over 20 of them from across BC and Alberta, gathered at Peace Island Park over the Labor Day weekend to compete in the 5th annual Taylor Flats 200 jet boat races.
Yeah, the adrenaline rush and the blood pumping, you barely remember leaving. It's, you're so jacked up. It's a lot of fun.
The event is hosted by the Peace Country River Rats and consists of 2 separate races. The first is called the Long Leg. It's a time trial event that had boaters race 35 miles up the Pine River to happy hour, with the fastest time winning.
You gotta, from the floods and that, it's definitely made more obstacles, I guess, and rocks, water levels, so you really gotta watch that, especially at 100 miles an hour plus.
The second race was more competitive as 4 boats went head-to-head in a circuit-style event that consisted of 4 laps.
Well, this CX class, that's what me and my brother run, and we're 525 crate engine, so it's just a stock Chevy, just like the stock cars. You can't mess with the engines or nothing. It's just all on the hull and the pump, and then big boys, the turbines, they're hitting upwards of 150, 155 miles an hour with the helicopter engines. So.
High winds earlier in the week did cause some boats havoc. Although no one was injured, one boat actually sunk to the bottom of the Peace River while preparing for the races.
The wind plays an effect, water conditions, water level, everything comes into condition. Earlier in the week where boats were trying to test, and actually one sunk just because the wind, was up 30, 40 kilometer hour winds, and these things aren't very heavy. So, yeah, that flipped them over.
Organizers have told CJDC-TV News that boat has been recovered, and despite a few mechanical failures, they say the races were a huge success. And although the winners of the races didn't walk away with much prize money, they did earn the respect of their fellow competitors and teammates.
Oh, here we are! Oh.
Brendan Miller, CJDC-TV News, Taylor.